Hey YouTubers, I'm Jared, this is Omnivore Blade Works. I made a bunch of videos, but I never post them because they all suck. But today's video is about some things that I've been working on very slowly because of various hiccups in the works. This is the Tanuki Tanto, and it's been done for a while, but it's got this blood red possum track on it, and it has a distal taper. Where's the camera? You can kind of see it maybe. It's a very mild distal taper. The red possum tracks delineate 1095 for the steel. Now this is the waki from the Tanuki series. It's kind of like an Otanto length, and it is backwards because this is a mirror image, but this is also 1095, and you can kind of see that I put sort of a convex edge on it prior to coating. So I just have to do the final sharpening on then these guys and they'll be ready to go. Now this sheath has been the hang up because when I got this sword back from heat treat, it was ground like this. So you can see how the upper grind line is not concentric with the edge. So what that means is that I twisted the bevel as I went through the length of the blade, and you can maybe see, oh there it is, you can see that scribe line. So that's a concentric offset arc. And so when these things came back from heat treat, they're one curvature, and then when you grind the distal taper on it, it becomes a different curvature. And so all of my sheath making jigs that will be coming from the digital artwork on the computer is not matching the curvature of the blades. So I'll just grab the camera and show you all this big pile of sheath jigs that I have made in order to get this one scabbard finished. And then it clicks because for some reason I've got some space between the spacers and it's rattly. Maybe like an authentic sword. I think that's actually what it really is. I'm gonna flip the camera around. Oh look, there's the other wall. So this isn't even all of the sheath jigs or molds that I've made. This is the latest one, and I adjusted it, the digital artwork, I think, to bring the blade in a different spot compared to the old one. But you can see I've got 3 or 4 different iterations of sheath mold and then various spacers. And let's see if this one lines up. We'll put a little pin, put my big old giant pin in there. So that's a reference point on the hilt hole. And then here you can see the edge, the curvature is just different. You can see that construction line there, and it's just not at all the same as the other one. I can't really demonstrate the other one right now, but the strange things happen in heat treat, and when you're trying to do a sword that has, you know, I don't know, but this is the reason why it took so long, was because I had to make several different iterations of the molds, and it's just been a pain in my butt. But now they're done. So tomorrow we're going to sharpen these guys and put them in a box if we're lucky. The sheath for the Tanto, on the other hand, the Tanto is much shorter, and the sheath for this one is all 3D printed mold. Very much not 3D printed, but CNC machine mold, just like this one. And I'm able to, although the handles are bolted on to the 3D print machine mold, and then I've got some micarta spacers in this one, and a kydex spacer on that one. So it is slightly more complex than a regular sheath, but it's extremely strong because you've got a spacer on both sides of the blade. And I think it's really important when you're having a sharp knife. So the sheath needs to be designed so it cannot cut through the sheath if you fall on it. And that is what I've done here by adding that kydex spacer to the center line. And of course, you've got various options to carry this knife. I'm moving the target too quickly, but it's a beauty. It's a very modern and an American bastardized example of a tanto and a waki. I have a few more left in inventory, and they're probably going to also have the same issues with the sheath. This, I learned some things from this particular sheath, so this will be, there's an extra hole in here by accident. And then these 1, 2, 3, 4 other holes, they don't have to be there either. The major holes in the sheath are for a MOLLE adapter panel, and I probably need to make some of those, which means probably not going to ship tomorrow after all. Maybe I can ship on Monday. Anyway, one take wondered video. Over and out.